Hello, kids. This will be the last video from section 1 of Industrialism. This is Industrialism number 4. All right, we're on electricity and we're talking about its impact. So electricity, one, it ran many machines. It became available in homes, meaning you could have lights. J.P. Morgan is the first guy to actually have an electric home. We can have electric streetcars. If you've ever played bumper cars at the fair or up at Cedar Point or something, you're like, hey, how do they get all the cars to stop at the same time? Well, it's pretty simple. You have this rod sticking out of the back of your car that touches the ceiling, which has an electrical grid on the top of it. And the guy over in the corner of the car, he just flips the switch and he turns the electric on or he turns it off. So what that does is that collects the electricity and then it powers your car. That's the same way electric streetcars work. Basically, by having the electric streetcars, we get mass transit in a way that we've never had before in our cities. Another thing is manufacturing plants can go wherever they want. Normally, they were by a water source. So if you were to look at our major cities back at the slide we looked at just the other day, you would see that a lot of those major industrial cities are really, really close to water. That's because we needed water to power them. If you would like to watch this is an epic rap battle between this is Edison and this is Tesla. Some of the things I've talked about should hit home in that video. It's pretty good. A student sent this to me a few years ago. It says, not everyone's going to get this joke. If you're driving a Tesla and it gets stolen, it is now called an Edison. And that is because Edison tried to steal Tesla's ideas like he did to a lot of other inventors, and Tesla wasn't having it. Next, we're going to talk about the telephone. You should notice the guy on the left, the guy on the right, although he looks like kind of like a hipster that you would see today. I'm kind of envious of both of these guys' beards. They're pretty nice. Man, those are nice. So you got this is Alexander Graham Bell over here. And then over here, this guy's name is Elijah Gray. He's actually from Ohio. Now, what's interesting about these two is Bell beat Gray to the patent office for the telephone by like 42 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So Alexander Graham Bell is pretty much a household name. Most people know he's the telephone guy, and nobody's ever heard of this dude. And it's all because he beat him by 42 minutes to the patent office. I think that's pretty cool. Other inventions. We get women in the workplace, and it's kind of been this way for women ever since they've been typecast into certain roles in the workplace, like secretaries or seamstresses or what's the other one I have? Office type work, clerical work, those types of things. And so the first started with a typewriter. You guys can see here is an old school typewriter. That was Christopher Sholes who invented that. You have the telephone over here. And then what this lady does is you can see she's got different things here. So she would connect people. If you've ever heard people say something about connecting, let me connect you, she would have to take one of these little wires out and then take the phone line, and then each one of these little ports goes to a different office. And then she's the operator that is then connecting people to different offices and other, lawyers or business people or whatever. And over here, this is the sewing machine, and you had a bunch of seamstresses. All right, or seamsters. That is it. Nope, it's not. We got other stuff. Even today, we have new inventions, and inventions are changing. A lot of them now are centered around technology. Yeah, so that is it. We are done with the first section of industrialism. This was Industrialism number 4.